Good afternoon. Usually I'm in the not so sunny Peak District, but I'm going to be testing out where a tent that's worth just £70 can match up to my £300 MSR. Oh, and something I forgot to mention is that once I've done a full product review, I'm going to give it away to one of my subscribers. Now we're on the top. It sort of draws me to my first point about this tent. So it's only £70 and I'm comparing it to the MSR Elixir 1 person, even though I have the 2 person. And I think instantly the main call out is how much lighter this tent is than the MSR. This one comes in at 1.58 kilos and the MSR Elixir 1 is 2.16. That's actually a massive difference when you're out hiking. It's so much more compact that I've been able to stuff more things in my bag that I need and want on a wild camp, rather than having to choose what not to bring. Now, one thing I will say is that the MSR that I have, the MSR 2, there's no way it could fit into this tiny little camp spot. I think the main thing I'm concerned about here is that if it rains, there's nowhere really for the water to go. I think it might end up sitting in here with me, which I don't know about you, but I don't particularly fancy, and it's definitely going to rain. I'm looking out there and I'm seeing a lot of rain coming across. So I think, you know, I'm just going to set up. There's no like puddles in it, and it has rained an incredible amount today. There's puddles everywhere else, so I'm just hoping that it'll all be fine. This tent comes with aluminium pegs. They're quite light actually, feel quite good. The tent comes with 2 poles that are pretty bent, you can see. And I've sussed this out. Got the smaller one here. And they have little like eyelets that they go in. And on the inside there are these little clips, just to clip on to expand the inside. Well, first impressions, it's quite small, and I think the one thing I haven't really thought about is that my wild camp bag is massive, like absolutely massive, and this thing is literally like a coffin. So already the MSR I think is winning. On the front of you have room to sit up, you have like a vestibule that you can put all of your stuff in on the outside, and this, you know, there's some space maybe for your boots. Definitely not for your pack, and definitely not for a camera, a drone, and everything else I have. But I'll hold my horses, because let me unpack my bag and move some things around, and actually it'll probably end up being pretty snug. But I've actually set up quite fast because it looks like there's some pretty nasty rain around. So I'll get it set up, and then I'll show you what this tent has to offer. Right, the sun's getting a bit low now, which is real nice. The landscape looks beautiful. I think it's time to send the drone up and show you this beautiful place that something I do want to quickly point out is they OEX have put this like little zip stopper in here, which is actually, I don't quite understand the point of it. Now that I'm in the tent, it sort of makes a lot more sense. I can just have this tiny little gap open and have all my stuff just outside of here, and show you this. I've just got this like little exit, and it means that the whole tent isn't getting wind inside of it, which is actually really nice. What we've got to do now is I'm just going to wait for potential sunset. We might get some pink in the sky, which might be quite nice, but I think it's just time to chill out a little bit, do a little bit of less filming, have this like little 20-30 minutes to myself, and then I think I'll get ready for bed. Got myself a Huel Black Edition for breakfast. It's got 35 grams of protein. I usually just bosh a couple of these in the bag. They're just really useful for when you're getting hungry. I find that it does me for about like 2 to 3 hours full. Again, they're really tasty, and they're just like so easy to do. And then what I think I'll do is I'll make a coffee and I'll head, because actually literally just had someone walk past my tent out the front just while I was recording a clip. And I think that signals it is definitely time to leave. Right guys, if you've got to this part of the video, then as I said, I'm going to be giving this tent away to one of my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, because it allows me to go out and do more things like this. What I would say is I'm probably not going to give it away in this video, but I'm going to do it in a future video. So if you're not subscribed, obviously you're going to miss that. But anyway, thank you for coming out with me on this wild camp, and I'll see you out on the next one.